What's up, guys? It's your boy OG Rad, out for a day of rock crawling solo. Today is Monday, November the 24th, 2025. Got the beautiful James River coming up on the Belle Isle Dry Rocks. And for those of you who don't know, but I don't really do the dry rock solo. So today I'm headed down to Reedy Creek to get a trail run there. Dry rocks. And I didn't do any crawling yesterday. You guys saw the video. It actually played today, but it's getting my truck worked on. See you guys from Belle Isle parking lot. Sorry, from Reedy Creek parking lot. And here we go. Today I'm out giving you a review of the FCX10 Range Rover. Had it for about 2 months now. Drivetrain still nice and smooth. Of course, I did a number of upgrades on it. Hobby Wing Fusion SC 1200 kV. Of course, that meant getting rid of the stock ESC and receiver combo. And I managed to keep my lights. Well, let's talk about these wheels and tires and inserts. And the wheels are some Amazon Trio knockoffs, and I have some actual Trio center caps in there. Kind of just gave it a finishing look. And I got the Pro Line KM3 mud and rock tires and 4.75. They had to do some trimming. Some trimming of them front fenders. Took a couple of millimeters off the back half. Kind of just smoothed it out so they tuck nice. That's why I went with those wheels. Perfect offset. As you can see, even under full articulation up, no rub. And as far as inserts, I landed on the red Enjoy inserts. As you can see, I got quite a bit of stuff on the roof. Let's see if we can get it to pull up here. Have to come back at it at a different angle. Hope this front driver's wheel pull up before she flips. She got it. Let's see if them KM3s. There we go. But them red Enjoy inserts work perfect. May could have got away with the blue ones without the added weight. I don't know if you saw that red tire. Let's try that again. That's that tire. The blue ones would have been on the rim. Man, as far as the motor swap, I went with a Hobby Wing Fusion SE 1200 kV. So I had to get rid of that 3-in-1, 2-in-1 combo and receiver. So I went with the radio link. And I love my radio links, but they don't love water. So I conformal coated it. And if you guys watch my videos, this thing has been submerged to the roof several times. No issues. And I don't know if you can see under the bottom, I'm running some Enjoy drive shafts. No problem with the drive shafts that came on there, but I just like to see the silver underneath. Give it a little more scale realism, if you ask me. And I still have the stock 2-speed hooked up, as well as the stock servo for the 2-speed. But as far as steering servo, I'm running a AGFRC 32 kg servo. If you ask me, that's one of the best servos on the market for the money. It's about 60 bucks. And I do run the AGFRC 40 kg servo sometimes. That's actually my favorite go-to servo, even more than the Reef's Raw 500s at this point. And if you check them out, they actually got the same specs as the Raw 500. That was nice. I think that's a little too steep to come down. Almost forgot about those red recovery hooks I put in front of that bumper. Just drilled a couple of holes. put those in. Mainly because I notice when I'm out crawling, a lot of these guys be out here in crawlers with bodies on them. So, but anyway, they end up winching me out a lot. And I will be out here again tomorrow. I believe Budman and Steve is possibly coming out to meet me because I missed Sunday. And as usual, we ride through the water and then hit another rock formation, another ascent with wet tires. You'll see why I love them KM3s. Now, what you just saw was a problem I did have since I've switched over to receiver and radio. It's hard to set the 2-speed, and that was it jumping in between first and second, and it popped it in neutral, and it just, of course, drag brake wouldn't work at that point. But I added a little more to the endpoint adjustment And I'm sorry, for the dual rate. And I think that's gonna get it. Either that or that servo just not consistent. I haven't really took a look at it much.